And sitting pretty, sitting pretty, sitting pretty, sitting pretty.
Why can't keeping it real be classy? Okay. Why can't keeping it real be let me hold my peace and let me move on? Why can't keeping it real be, you know what? They may have done that, but I'm going to respect them and move forward. Why can't that be keeping it real? Right.
Hey everybody, my name is Tracy, owner and founder of Trace Your Life Coaching. If you yearn to live powerfully, purposely, and prosperously, I can help you. I've been transformed and aligned with my purpose and will be honored to help you align with yours. I help those who yearn to love their life, free from fear and the restrictions of others. I coach privately or in group sessions, in person or remotely. You can find me on Facebook at Trace Zen, my website traceyourlife.com, or give me a call at 480-788-8735 to book your session.
All right, welcome to episode. Guess what episode this is, ladies? Let's see if y'all on y'all toes.
45. Season 2, episode 1.
Ooh.
Season 2, episode 1.
Season 2.
That's what I meant.
We're on
to say.
season
Wait,
2, episode 1.
I'm episode season 2, episode 2 then.
No, you're episode 1,
One of
season 1. We flipped now, girl.
Hey,
You gotta
so
keep
you made
up.
it season 2, season 1. Look at you.
Oh! Okay.
Well,
I just want to
today,
make sure I was in the house.
season 2, episode 1, we have two very special guests with us from Truthin-X models, Mr. Thomas and Miss Cassie. Do you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
My name is Thomas, and I'm with Truthin-X Models, and I'm also a founder of it as well.
Oh, look at that nice deep voice. I like that.
Radio voice. Okay, women, keep your panties on. She went there.
I know. She does that.
Thomas like, what have I gotten myself into tonight?
It's already started.
My name is Cassie, and I coordinate all models for Truthin-X.
There we go.
Welcome.
We're ready to get right on into it. Just disclaimer, it's not going to be a podcast if these little ladies don't make little jokes.
Yeah, we are going to make a lot. You got to get ready. That's why we hand you a drink when you walk in the door.
Get y'all relaxed.
Ready to relax.
I'm apologizing.
Lubricated,
I'm
lubed
sorry.
up.
Exactly.
Okay. These aren't any... How can I say this? You guys are basically like hosts now. I can't even say like guest, co-host, or
We're
co-host.
totally
Yeah.
guests. Stop
We're
that.
guests.
We're totally
Wait,
guests.
you just said you were co-host.
Yeah,
we're
she's on my
guests,
side now. No, we're guests.
You changed your mind?
I meant to say stand-in co-host.
Sending guest, co-host, and host, all of that in one.
We appreciate
We're still guests.
The host this month. Okay, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Everyone else.
This is Kimmy, where Pretty's at.
Spicy tea in the building.
Tracy in the house.
It's T to the E.
And it's your girl Navarre. And okay, for a second, Spicy Tea, I didn't know what mic you was about to talk about. All right. Let's get into the food and the drinks. Spicy Tea, you want to go ahead and tell us what we got on the menu for the drinks tonight?
Well, we have a Bellini, mango Bellini.
I thought it was peach.
Sorry, it's peach. It's peach and mango, right? It's peach and mango. Shout out to my girl, Talacia, for making the drinks.
Thank you, ladies.
There's Jello shots in there, too.
We got some Jello shots.
Who made those?
Shantae made the Jello shots. Mm. I'm probably going to stay after the party with you. Yes, after party. We also have a side of Crown Royal.
Apple?
Apple.
Watch out now.
With a drip of Sprite.
Just a drip. Came through dripping.
We're gonna IV it to you.
There's options, but the main drink is the peach
Bellini.
mango Bellini martini.
She don't change the name. The
I'm
bartender
sorry.
did not say that. She
What
told
is
me
martini?
peach Bellini martini is
But
what
there's
she
mango
told
in
me.
it, so
There's
we had
mango
to,
in it, so she just being
we had
specific.
to upgrade the account.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead. What we got for food tonight?
On the menu for tonight, it's like we're at like a little, like a game. It's like game day food, kind of like a concession stand. We got mini hamburger sliders that they wouldn't let me sample when they were making them.
We all just got quiet.
As well as that, we have French fries and onion rings, but they're the healthy way. They were baked. They weren't fried in vegetable oil,
Exactly.
which I would have preferred, but hey, you can't get everything you want. All right, as well as that, we have cheesecake. We have cookies.
Sugar
What kind of
cookies.
do we have sugar cookies.
Sugar.
Then we have tomatoes, cucumbers, cucumbers.
They're kebabs.
Wait, don't forget about the talking wine bottle.
Oh, Tracy, go ahead.
That's our gift. That's our gift. That's our.
Tonight, I brought a talking wine bottle from 19 Crimes. So it tells the story of the past history for those that were imprisoned, unfortunately, through hard times. And each bottle tells its own story. So
Thank you. That's our 1 year anniversary
so I'll
gift.
show you guys the talking wine bottle later.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just as T to the E mentioned, we have two special things going on this evening. First, we have our 1 year anniversary that just passed, yesterday?
Yesterday,
For
yes.
Sitting Pretty and Keeping It Real. So we've been in it for 1 year. Go ahead. Y'all can clap.
Y'all can clap.
Y'all can clap
The
for
whole
her.
audience back there. Y'all can clap. The whole year.
Y'all can.
They wasn't here last
We
year.
have a full audience today. And they acting quiet.
And also,
And as well as that, it's Little Miss Spicy Tea.
Little Miss.
It's her birthday.
It's your birthday.
Birthday.
It's my birthday!
And we all know she likes Tennessee, but that's not what she's drinking on right now. But I'm sure we're going to get to that in a moment.
I wish we could sing. I would sing
Let's
you happy
sing.
birthday.
Ready, set,
Go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. For me? Happy birthday,
Dear Spicy Tea. Happy birthday
to you.
Thank you.
We lost it.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where's the cake? Did we get a cake? No.
it's got cheesecake.
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 All right.
Spicy tea. All right. So let's get into these hot topics for tonight. Oh my gosh. This is comical to me. So I ran across this yesterday and there was it was a post on the Shade Room. And 2 senior citizens got into a fist fight over samples at Costco.
I know that's right.
What was that sample?
It didn't say. Let's just say, what do old people like?
Being
She said cheese.
Cheese and crackers?
Cream cheese.
So let's just say they were sampling the new cheese and crackers they got. How do y'all feel about that?
That must have been some good samples. Yeah.
That was some top dollar stuff.
How do you feel about what they're getting
About
in
them
a fight?
fighting
Or
getting in a fist fight over samples at Costco.
And
Like,
it's free.
what? Who does that?
What did he say?
wait, what did they fight over?
Samples at Costco.
They didn't say what.
Yeah, they
You know
didn't
how
say
give those
exactly
good
what.
samples? So was it like the last one?
I don't probably.
I mean, you
yeah.
have to take it like 2 people arguing over a parking space.
Yeah.
You know, like you at
No, but samples,
Walmart
come
and your
on
park.
now.
It's
Oh
the
my
same
gosh,
for old
it's
people. It's the
integrity.
same
Wait,
thing.
it's integrity, though.
Pause. Cassie was so right. I'm just reading it, and it says one of them cut the other in line for free cheese.
Was you dressed up in an old woman outfit fighting for that cheese, Cassie? Was it you?
That's so sad. I could just
For
imagine,
cheese,
like,
shredded cheese, or what kind of cheese was that?
They're old people.
It could have been
all
gourmet
they have.
cheese.
No,
Listen,
no,
if
that's
that's all I
all
got to
they
listen.
have.
If I
That's
wake
their
up
daily
in the
outing.
morning and that's all I got to look forward to, and you get in my way, I'm about to cut you.
Girl, not for
sorry.
some cheese. That's
But
ridiculous.
70-year-olds.
You don't know what they got to worry about in the morning.
But wait, let's
Cheese
put a
might be
twist
the
on
real
it. What if
deal.
it was your mom or your grandmother and you was in the
I'm
store
fighting
with
with
them?
I'm about to cut you.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, if I wake up in the morning and cheese is that important to me, I'm gonna cut you. Costco and all.
And then think of it. Your grandmother shops at Costco all the time. Let somebody shortcut her. How would she
Get in my way
react?
if you want to. I done served my life and did my time. You want to take my cheese?
It's gonna be a whole family
I
fight
guarantee
in
you it's gonna be a
Costco.
problem.
Everybody. Oh, but if you don't got your Costco
Right, you
card,
can't
you
get
can't
in.
get in if you don't got a
Old
Costco
people
card.
fight more than anybody.
They be angry.
Yeah, because they served their time. They did a lot of work out here. Y'all better respect that. And give them their damn cheese.
What were you saying?
4 years ago, I used to work at a nursing home, and we'd walk into rooms to old men fighting each other all the
For
time.
what? Over a
For
girlfriend?
No, over, I don't know,
Over
over
the
shoes,
dominoes.
over a diaper, over everything.
Depends.
I was like
it's the
18, I
point.
would walk into a room, big old men just fighting each other, like 75 years old. They were always fighting all the time.
That's
won?
ridiculous.
Who won? Like she's
So
gonna
I'm
tell
gonna tell
you.
you one incident.
HIPAA.
The Mexican guy knocked out the white guy. I'm just
Oh Lord! Did you guys have to actually jump in?
Oh yeah, we would have to stop the fight and everything, whether you got hit or anything. But you would have to stop the fight. Afterwards, we'd go to the side and like laugh between coworkers and all. But
You got to be all serious. Like, stop it. Get swung on by an elderly.
If y'all don't bring me my drink. I'm just saying. Be ready for that.
No, we're going to bring you some cheese.
Bring me some cheese and my drink, and we ain't got to fight. If I ain't got to go to Costco, we'd be all right.
No, nobody go to Costco.
Be at Costco next week. All right. So, well, for me at least, the summer is coming to an end. I got about a week or two left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, how do you guys feel about that? Like, what did you guys do for the summer that was like?
Dodge
what
the
you guys want
heat.
to tell about? Yeah.
Thomas.
Well, anything exciting?
How was your summer?
For the summer, work. Yeah, nothing really. I don't have anything exciting going on.
So no kids or anything you had to entertain?
Actually, I just got a kid.
A baby?
Yeah.
He said, I just got a kid. Like somebody.
He bought it from.
Wait, Thomas. It's like they knocked on your door and was like, here you go.
No, he bought it from Costco.
Congratulations.
Don't be at
Congratulations. Is it a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
Boy, congratulations.
Bakari.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Welcome, Makari.
Bakari.
Bakari. With the B?
Welcome.
Yeah, Bakari.
Okay, cool. At least you spelled it like it sounds.
Right.
You know, some of these folks, boy, Lord.
Me, I didn't do much this summer but work, but I really, really like summertime. I love the heat, so I spent a lot of time in the pool with my daughter.
In the shade, though, right?
No.
I really like out there on the pictures in the sun.
She knows. I really do love summertime.
Hence the great tan.
Exactly. There you go. I get all glowy during the summer, so I really love it. I love when the sun burns my skin. People think I'm crazy, but
For how long, though?
however long.
I
mean, I don't know. Some days would be like an hour. Other days would be out there like all day.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
So is your daughter starting school?
No, we're actually holding my daughter back a year.
Mm-hmm.
So her birthday is late during the year, so her birthday is November 11th.
Scorpio lady.
Yeah, so they said she could start school right then, but then if she starts school, she'll be behind all the other kids. So we just decided to hold her back a year.
Oh, okay.
And that way she'll be a little more mature by the time she starts school.
Cool. My summer consists of trying to stay out of this damn heat.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy that September and August is coming. But I do have a phone call, so you go ahead, Tracy.
Oh, I did San Diego and Sedona and Mexico and.
You just a
You went to the
traveling.
winery.
Living her best life.
Yeah, I'm living my best life. We did the most this summer. We're gonna continue to do that. Summer ain't got nothing on us.
Yeah.
We just getting started.
Yeah, no summer, but I'm glad school is back. I mean, here for me, a 5-year-old. Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Send them to school.
Baby going to school, baby going to school, baby going to school. He's
All
happy.
right.
That's most important.
Kimmy, go ahead. What you doing?
What did we do this summer?
What did you do this summer?
I worked, of course, but did
Y'all
we
was
go to
out of
California?
town.
We went to
Y'all did a
California.
lot. I'm sorry,
traveled
Travis.
a lot.
Yeah, y'all went to
Tell me
Florida.
about
Y'all went
that.
to Cali. Y'all went to I'm keeping up on y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't.
thank you.
I know.
I don't know where all I went.
Let me
but
write
I
it.
know
Let
I
me
did
bring up
have
my
to
calendar
work.
and tell y'all where you
Oh,
went.
and then we went to the winery. and
Yeah,
had
you
a
went to
good
the
time.
winery with me.
Yes.
I guess y'all saw it. What else did
You
you do?
didn't
I
get
feel
to
like you
go.
did more than that.
I don't know.
Y'all did a lot this summer.
I don't remember.
I could pull up your timeline if you'd like me to.
No, thank you, but no, thank you. But
You had a lot of great guests, and
Yes, a
we took
lot.
some time for you. And Navarra, I know, went out of town.
Oh, yeah,
a
her
couple of
birthday party.
times. Her birthday
Yeah.
party.
Your
Yeah.
birthday.
Um,
Turned up. 21.
Turned up and
She don't act
turned.
like she a hard
I know.
Sitting-Pretty, keeping it real. Leadership turned 21.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
You think
So
she
that's
grown
what
up?
I
Yeah.
did for the
Oh,
summer.
it's a good
Yeah,
summer.
but she said my summer, not yours.
Oh, we did
All
the same
our
thing, though.
summer.
Yeah. But she had like she didn't know.
A lot of
about
us
it.
do a lot of the things together,
Together,
so I
that's
think it's our summer.
Togetherness.
Togetherness.
All right. So speaking of togetherness, this one lady didn't feel like she was too, I guess you can say, involved in a friend's function or a family's function. So she was in her feelings because she wasn't invited to a house party, so she set the house on fire.
Oh.
Wow. Well, they're not friends anymore.
Are we sure that was why? Or
It's not that
are we
serious.
sure there's not another reason?
Okay, a woman in Nashville, Shamika House, was pissed that she didn't receive an invite to a local party in her area, so sis decided to set the house on fire for being left out.
Oh.
That would be me.
That would be...
No, I'm going to let you go first, Thomas. But yeah.
Tracy, we have to talk.
So you got your point.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I need counseling.
Yeah, exactly. She should be going to therapy for
So wait, let me say one more thing. So at first they told her to leave. I mean, because she said she was going to set the house on fire, right? So I don't know if she actually, like she told them she was.
She was like, y'all better get out.
She said, they don't believe me, I'm going to do it.
They said she walked back to the truck, pulled out a jug of lighter fluid, and started pouring it.
She was like, in your face,
Yeah.
get out of
She
this
was
house or
really
y'all.
ready to set
So
the
they
house on
denied her access coming to the party.
Oh,
So she was like,
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
set
yeah.
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
No,
what
they
would you
wasn't
do?
gonna let her in.
If you weren't invited to the party from a family member.
I wouldn't set it on
It's a
fire.
family member?
It was a neighborhood function, I think they said.
Oh, a neighborhood. I thought it was family.
Invited to a local party in her area, but it probably was like close friends. You know, some friends.
No, some people are just crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't
Well,
think.
if I was the owner of the house, I know I would have beat her up.
You can curse.
But I would not go that crazy and set a house on fire.
It's not worth it.
No, exactly.
Well, hold on. Let's see what you said again. Because you said you.
No, Thomas. No, we waiting for Thomas. I want to hear what Thomas got to say first.
Oh,
He said he had no comment.
You ain't got. Oh, no
I
comment.
really don't know.
We talking about.
show your
So what would you
Yeah.
do if somebody, you
Yeah.
didn't invite them and then they wanted to set your house on fire? How would you handle that?
If I cut him right on time, probably try to stop him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to stop him. What you gonna do?
How you gonna stop them? If they had like a whole gasoline and they had a light and it was like, yo, I'm finna burn
gonna be
this
like,
down. What were you gonna do?
Are you going to run out the house with a gun, hop on one leg
Probably.
while you hitting the
That's fine. That's insurance.
He's like, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. So imagine, like, your baby just came home from the hospital and this fool out here talking about they about to burn your house down. Okay, but
What you gonna do?
Who, me
No,
or
him.
him? He gonna go to F off.
Well, don't tell him.
He has to be good. He's being good right now.
What you gonna do?
He like, I'm the founder.
Give us your detailed plan.
Oh,
so
me?
that we
I
can
don't know.
save you.
If it was
Well, I'm gonna just let y'all know. I feel like a few people at this table might have been close to doing. Such
Okay,
a thing
so-
about a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so if it was a family member,
What?
I don't know. You said friends, because I'm not that
I'm about to
invested.
pray for all y'all right now.
I'm not that invested in people. So if it was a friend, I'd probably be like, oh, well, deuces.
But
If it was a family member, I might have come close. I might have started sprinkling. I might put a couple sprinkles, a lighter
Make sure
fluid,
y'all can
just,
smell it.
just to see if that,
Like
shake
the
their
grass out
feathers.
front.
Yeah,
Right.
shake their little feathers. But I may come close to it.
Or did you come
I wouldn't try to kill them.
We're going to invite you to all the cues.
Okay, I want to come to all the cues. Because family, why wouldn't you invite your family to something?
But it's
know
not
what I'm
family.
saying?
She said it was a neighborhood thing, right?
So if it's a neighborhood thing, I'll give you the deuces because I'm not
I'm just
invested
gonna
in
say
people.
this. I hope you don't invite me ever. And so that's not a problem to me.
So no, you talking about me?
Maybe they're not as close.
Yeah.
If you're no closer family member, why would you invite them?
Yeah.
It was a close family member?
I'm
Please
saying
don't
if they
invite me.
weren't.
If you're not
No,
close
if
up.
they're not close.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, a big party in general, don't invite me. I don't really want to be in the mess of all a bunch of people being drunk and crazy and out of their own spirit.
But what if it was okay, so what if what if it was me?
And you didn't invite me? I'm going to cuss you out tomorrow. But that's
You ain't
like-
gonna sprinkle a little nothing in my yard?
I'm going to sprinkle some prayer all over your Holy Spirit.
Y'all
Pray for
holy
her
now.
before I go out for her.
She full of it.
So that's not going to be your
She did her
alter ego.
meditation before.
I did do my meditation today. My alter ego would probably want to choke you out, but I love you, so I can't do that
Okay.
naturally.
So we're
So I
gonna move
wouldn't
on
be
to
able to
spicy
burn
tea
nothing
then.
down.
What you gonna do?
Oh, no, I don't. You know me, I'm not violent.
I like how everybody
I wouldn't do anything. I mean, I didn't get invited. I'm not.
So if it's
gonna-
family though, that
I just don't think
hurts
it's worth
though.
it to, like, put
What
What if
yourself
Shirley didn't invite
Shirley's a
you?
Jehovah Witness, so she shouldn't be having no parties.
Okay, so what if it was Kim and Navarre and it was this big bash? Everybody was there except for spicy
I
tea.
mean, like, I wouldn't be mad or nothing.
You would be mad.
I feel like if you don't get invited, then God is saving your
Do I
ass
get
for
mad?
some-
Friends. Do I get mad?
Well, you know, it sounds like you're threatening them to me.
Her friends are not on her side, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I don't
You
see.
see me mad, Chris?
She's mad. Houses are burnt down.
Hence, they're not responding.
Everybody is quiet.
Okay.
Their lips are closed.
So in general, I will say this, and on your behalf, just so we can just keep it in general. In my former life,
You would have went off.
I probably would have burnt your house down. And
See?
you know those bottles where you put the beer in and you put the thing in. And
See,
you
now
light
she
it and go
doing
through the
doing
window?
advanced. She doing advanced stuff.
Right in the window.
I might have done that in my past life. To
Oh,
someone.
she said I might have.
I might have done that in my past life to
She's
someone
done that.
who accused me of stealing something. But not because she didn't invite me to a party like girl bye. But if you accuse me of stealing something, I might burn your house down. So, there's a difference in the concept of why.
Yes, see me, if I wasn't invited, I would probably get irritated. I wouldn't do anything, but I would be thinking of a master plan to get them back.
I don't think I want to go
that's
to
worse.
your party, though.
She
That's
said
my
a
point.
master
Like, I might burn your house down for stealing something from me or for saying something about me or trying to mess with my man. But to go to your party, girl, bye.
I would, no, but I don't know. I would
No,
have a
she's
master plan
saying
to
she
where-
would have a master
Then
plan.
my plan would be to have something and make sure they know about it. And they won't get to come, and it'll be even bigger and better.
That's right.
So then it sounds like everybody would be a little bit kind of
Do not make
feeling a
That's
certain
not
I said
way.
my old spirit would have done that. I did
doing
not
right
say my
by
new
myself
spirit.
by not inviting their ass to my
So
party.
do two wrongs make a left?
2 wrongs make
I'm
a
not gonna
right.
go there.
Sometimes if you go left, you can go right. It's all right.
Right.
So Nikkei, what you didn't give your feedback?
I wouldn't burn the house down. I don't really care. I don't
Hey,
go
I'm
and I
telling
don't
you.
like being around
There's
people
other
who-
reasons to burn houses down.
This one over here, she won't get off of the.
It's not that I don't like being. It's not that I don't like being around people, but like for that instance, if it's like a neighborhood type of thing with friends, like I'm pretty sure I probably don't know that many people that are going to be at the party.
But if someone said that you stole their credit card, you would totally burn
Wait,
their house
what
down.
You done made it a whole other story.
I'm just saying.
She trying to bring, she
I'm
trying to
just
bring the
saying,
psycho out of
it's
you.
fine if you do it then, right?
No.
No.
It's not.
She's bringing
Peace
the
and
psycho.
harmony.
I didn't say I did. I'm saying
Zen.
The Zen and
Telling
Tracy.
on herself right
Exactly.
if they
Exactly.
say you stole something from me, it's okay if you burn their house down, right?
No.
You know what? Let's move on because I think I'm starting to wonder if this lady burned somebody else down.
Oh,
She definitely threw a bottle to somebody. For sure.
There was
I'm just
some.
saying
stuck in it
there's
with
reasons to
some-
burn
it
somebody's
probably
house
some-
down.
so that-
You might be incriminating yourself.
I'm not.
Okay, this
No.
Man, all right.
She said hypothetically.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
She
I
did the
wasn't.
O.J. Simpson.
we might want to move on before
First of
people
all,
be knocked
just
on the
don't
door.
lie on me.
See, okay, so somebody lied on
Right.
her, and it
We
was a
done
bottle
opened up a
involved.
can of worms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, they
Let's
didn't
go.
lie,
They,
Tracy.
oh,
Hey, we about to
okay.
close that can of
I didn't
worms.
burn your house down.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm just glad we can all come to the conclusion that we wouldn't burn someone's home down because they didn't invite us to a party.
Or for any reason.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to Mr. Colin Kaepernick. So, have you guys heard about? So YG has a song called Big Bang, and it was put on.
Oh my
the
God, I love that
Madden-
song.
It was put on the Madden 19 soundtrack, right? And so, in this song, Big Sean is featuring in Big Sean's verse. He says Colin Kaepernick's name, but on the video game, they cut out Colin Kaepernick's name.
They did.
And YG got on his knees apologizing to Kaepernick.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
what Big Sean said, he had no idea about it. Did YG say he had no idea about it, or he knew that they were going to cut his name out of the song?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's sad.
Let's do some research because that's some bullshit.
What do you think about that? What do you think?
I mean, who gave the authority to take his name out?
Right.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Right.
You already know that NFL did because they took it out of Madden, right? Yeah.
Madden.
Oh, they putting it back.
Oh, they are gonna put it back. Yeah, that's some foolery.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
That would have been petty.
Yeah.
Very petty.
Real.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
it just
that's
makes you wonder, like, how deep does the hatred go? You know what I mean? How deep does it go? It goes very deep.
It doesn't make me wonder.
Because his reason for kneeling has nothing to do with you know,
The NFL.
yeah.
Madden.
But they just make, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Cassie?
I don't think it's right. And I love YG. When you said his name, I was like, wait, what about him? You know. But yeah, definitely that's not right.
At all? T to the E.
Foolishness.
Yeah,
I'm not.
man,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
just
she
gonna
about
say
to get riled
foolish because
up. I see-
I'm getting riled
I
up.
see that fire.
Cassie,
The
TT.
fire is burning.
TT.
She about to set somebody's house on fire, yeah.
No, please don't say that again while she getting ready to speak.
Oh, my bad.
So I'm already
Look,
on.
Latricia,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
we talking about NFL Madden
NFL
game.
Madden.
No, I know.
Okay.
YG.
And it's still some bullshit. Somebody else need to be burned down over it.
She gonna circle back about this damn burning people's house.
No, I'm serious. That's some bullshit. Somebody else need to be burned down over it. Because every time we talk about money and we talk about white people, when we talk about, let's be real with it. Because I'm white.
That's all it goes back to. See, she's about to get me riled up. It's racism. I don't care.
It is racism, and I can say this now.
Can we circle reverse back to me now?
Yeah. No. Because when we sit at the table and keep it all the way real. That's true. Are we? I mean, that's what we do here. Let's keep it all the way real. When we keep it real, but we talk about white people and we talk about bullshit. That's all bullshit.
It is. It
versus
really is.
Money and white people. So racism all day.
That's all it is.
And what you thought was going to happen is that you could take that name out of there, and then you could keep your aura or your brand going in the right direction.
Right.
Unfortunately for you, sweetheart, that you took the wrong name out. That means a lot to a lot of people, and you lost a lot of money.
So how did they get it back on?
Because you lost that money, now you're going to put the name back in. Right. There's no other reason.
Oh, money.
Because you still don't approve of the situation. You still don't approve of the purpose and the story. So it's still racism, even when you put the name back. You're full of shit.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing it for is money.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
She said it all. I have no words. Thank you.
No, it's true though. So why did they put it back? Because of what? They were losing money on it, or
controversy?
Controversy. Okay.
Yeah, it just happened like a day ago.
Yeah, they put it right back on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Controversy and money.
They took it off.
They put it back.
So there was no reason to freaking take it off. Take it off. Put it back on there.
Controversy. Now sales are going to go.
Because you thought more white people were going to buy your game. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, but the
sales
went down until they
pitch.
decided to pull it
up.
up.
If you think about it, it's a sales pitch altogether, because it's, if I take his name out, then everybody's going to notice it. Mm-hmm. So then once everybody notice it and it comes out, and then once we put it back on, then everybody's going to appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I feel like there's a chart of racism that we feel like marketing and publicity decides that let's check this box, and then we can use that racism against people to make more money.
But see, what they don't realize is the black and brown dollar is very heavy.
No, they do realize that, and that's why they use this as a marketing tool to allow the commitment to the racism, right? So we use that because we know everybody's going to react, and then we pull it back so act like we care. But we don't care. We're just trying to acknowledge the money and make sure that more people are putting the money back in.
True that. True.
All right, yeah. Well,
what you think about it, Nikki? You didn't
y'all
say
said it all.
Yeah, let's leave that one.
Y'all said all of it. It's not right, and like she said, them putting back the name, it's not changing anything.
No, because they still gonna sit in their high offices and feel how they feel and do what they do.
Right. Well, speaking,
because I already know.
All right, so I just ran across. So first off, have any of you guys ever flew in first class before?
Yes.
Shoot, no, I fly Southwest, so I ain't been on that.
First class in Southwest.
Everybody first class on Southwest, girl.
Get it, Kimmy.
Well, recently this woman was drug off a flight from Korea to San Francisco because after she refused to leave business class and go to her assigned seat and what is it, economy? What is it called?
Yeah. I told you I fly Southwest, so I really don't know the difference.
So she refused to go to her. I'm sorry, in Coach. That's what it's called. She refused.
I don't even know what Coach is. All I know is Southwest. You get on.
That's Coach.
Yeah, exactly.
All day.
All right.
I have no idea. There is a difference. I never knew.
Yeah, they have a first class, but it's like a curtain.
There's a curtain that they put. Oh,
okay.
Oh Lord, somebody fly her out of here.
Y'all three over there.
I don't have stock in Southwest, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so they dragged her off the plane.
Was she like a Korean lady?
That's a good question.
Okay, let's let her finish.
I feel like, does she speak English? Is she from here? Why did
let's let the lady finish.
Oh.
4 different flight attendants removed her from the plane. Wow.
For what?
American flight attendants?
Because she was sitting in first class, but she was supposed to be sitting in coach.
She didn't want
to. But were they American and she was Korean? I want to know.
I don't know.
You're going to have to read up on that tomorrow morning.
Okay, so.
Well, either way, she wasn't supposed to be sitting
there. Yeah, so they should have pulled her.
They physically did it, so no security, the flight attendants.
But see, if she was on Southwest, that wouldn't have happened.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to Southwest for that.
Southwest.
See, I just gave them a shout out.
Can
y'all sponsor us?
Keeping it real.
But low key, key. I think she thought she was being slick because I just read over this and she sat in the last seat in the last row in first class, thinking that like, nobody will notice me. But no, you got caught.
But the fact that they told
Is she
her,
Korean,
why didn't she just get up and move once they brought it to her attention?
Who knows?
I would have just.
She wanted to sit in first class. They
Is
get
she
free,
Korean?
They get nice food.
Okay, so wait, we got to rule this.
The reason I want to know if she's Korean is because we all know that Korea has a presidency that is suppressing. So if she thought she was coming to America and she was, trying to live a little, and she wanted to sit in first class, goddamn it, let her sit in first class.
She didn't pay for it.
I don't give a shit.
I give
you know
a
what?
shit.
You know what they do over there in Korea to you?
I'm not going over there. First
That's,
of all,
I know.
And second of all, but if you don't pay,
I'm gonna tell you something. If I came from Korea and I live like they live, I'm gonna get my ass in first class.
Well, guess where it ended? She's still in Korea.
She's still in Korea.
Okay, so Thomas,
what I get back here?
What airlines do you fly?
I've actually never flown any airlines since I came here in the United States.
Really? How many years?
18 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've been stuck here for.
Stuck?
That's right.
Wow.
She said stuck.
So like when you go somewhere. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I mean, why haven't you flown? Are you afraid? I know a lot of people who are afraid of flying. So.
No, I'm not afraid.
You just like Arizona that much?
Just never really had a reason to.
That's what's up. I know. That's good.
So my question is that so when you go places, do you usually travel like in a vehicle
I did go to LA, but I didn't use any flight.
Just drove. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about Arizona, though, right? Because we can drive to like LA, Vegas.
Yeah,
Mexico.
we can get to all those.
We can get everywhere, like real close.
What airlines do you fly?
I fly anything, I guess. I do fly Southwest a lot.
Southwest, we need a sponsorship.
Yeah, it really is. So
I need
sometimes US Airways has a cheaper flight. Rarely.
So they separated? Because I never seen that before.
So
she's never flown anything.
Just pick which one's cheapest. But we're gonna go to New York soon, so he's gonna have to.
So you're gonna have to fly.
He said he don't have
Are you about to drive all the way to New York?
Hell no.
No. Cassie, you watch him and see if he's really nervous, and that's why.
I'm gonna take video for you and everything.
Yeah. I never really had a reason to fly.
A reason to.
Now I do.
So what airlines will you guys use?
Why is she so worried about there?
Because she likes Southwest,
I'll let you know when that comes.
Okay, great.
I just ordered my ticket. I went with.
Can you do a live so I can see? I just wanted to experience it.
You know what? That's good that you said that because you know what? A lot of people don't realize. Everybody goes on Facebook and they share their experiences, whatever, and some people are like, oh, we don't want to hear about that. But somebody wants to hear about it. Y'all so share it.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to tag you in it.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Right.
I really don't have a lot of input on that. The only thing is if she wasn't supposed to sit there, then move her ass.
That's what they did.
No, if I was her, I would have. Ain't nothing wrong with trying this.
But see, I've never seen this curtain that y'all talking about.
Once you get caught, though,
then bring you a curtain to your house.
In the movies, exactly. Do they get special treatment up there?
In first class, their seats go off and they went
and you get lunch.
You
like the whole time.
I need to book a first class.
And they come in, and your glasses, your drinks don't come in plastic glasses.
Do they give you alcohol?
And they come in actual glasses.
Yeah. You don't get steaks.
You get real food.
It depends on
when I went to New York, I got real food.
Y'all gonna pay for that meal too.
I might go South by Southwest.
South by Southwest is not.
I know. I'm just playing.
I took the other flight from here when I went to Atlanta.
Who'd you go?
That green one.
What's
it called?
Frontier?
Yes.
Who the hell is that?
It's cheap.
Lord, help my soul.
I thought I was bad. I thought I was at the bottom of the barrel. She talking about some Frontier.
Yes.
Where they located?
I'm not really sure.
Is it like a bus or something?
Terminal 3.
Yeah, Terminal 3. That's right. Because first of all, I went and it was a whole mess.
No,
the
thank
line
you.
was
At least Southwest
me.
go out of Terminal 4.
And I had to do a backpack.
See, we got refills. We got bartenders. We do it all up over here. Come on. But wait a minute. See, so I really thought. No, I'm not gonna let her finish. Because wait a minute.
She's not gonna let me finish?
Because I thought Southwest was about. Okay, so Frontier. Tell me about them.
So it's really cheap, and so. It's like Spirit.
Oh, if they're like Spirit, then.
So I went to Atlanta because, I do my hikes or whatever. And so I went to Atlanta, and you can't, check a bag unless you want to pay, $900. So I went...
$48.
See, Southwest let you
it's
take 2 bags.
$900, I feel like, on top of my ticket.
48 plus you have to pay for your...
Yeah, and then some...
So you been on there, too?
I got makeup, so that's another...
You been on there, too?
you know, I got makeup and hair, so that's like a whole nother $900.
So you're right, it is.
Yeah, so it was like $600 for me to take a 2-hour trip. It was crazy. Girl, if someone would come get me, I'm not driving. But it was a lot. But they put it out like the whole flight was like, you know, $50 to get there, $50 to get back. Before I know it,
$50 for.
Before you know it, I paid $600 because I have a bag, I have my makeup bag.
Stop the press.
Yeah.
Where was you going? Tucson?
And
$50?
then I was like shaking, you know, on the plane.
Oh, hell to the no. You know what? I'm going to stick with my Southwest. I'm going to stick with South. Latrice, come on. We got to move on now. We'll just talk about your airline.
I fly cheap, but I won't fly Frontier.
Yeah. So the whole backpack and then $900.
So what about JetBlue? Is it okay? So I need to know the hierarchy. What about the hierarchy?
Yeah, JetBlue. I mean, they moving on up now.
So this is Frontier, and then it's Spirit,
don't do Frontier
or the
unless
Spirit.
You got a backpack.
It would be Frontier,
Then Spirit, and then JetBlue,
got
and then my airline.
I think I'm gonna be a flight attendant.
Well, you know what? Believe it or not, Delta and American Airlines always have the cheapest flights.
Really?
Delta and American.
Mm-hmm. And
So
they have first class.
okay, so what about you, Kimmy?
Kimmy, what would
She
you
ignoring me.
But I used to fly for free for Southwest though. Nobody
See
passes.
here, y'all see that name keep coming back.
That's why I'm gonna be a flight attendant.
Y'all hear that?
Southwest
I'm
used
going
to
to
be all
Southwest.
over.
Southwest is good. You just
think
get
they're
on.
I should be
If you
fine.
have
Oh my
no,
gosh. Okay, we go about
If you had an interview tonight, no, they would
Go.
not hire you.
All right, let's
what
go.
about you, Kimmy?
Who would I fly?
Yeah,
Southwest.
South by Southwest.
That's her baby. I love Southwest.
Oh, where's Southwest go?
What about you? What about you?
Everywhere.
Like Jamaica?
I don't know.
I'm so done. Okay, so let us have one more topic for the night, and then
Before we move on.
The Truthin-X models. Okay.
Thomas gonna be like, what the hell? Where you taking
This
me?
is just like
Between you and Tracy, y'all are messed tonight.
y'all confusing me.
Tracy.
The two T's.
That was her.
All right. So this is a question for all y'all. I think all. I guess all y'all could answer this question for me.
Not
Okay.
me.
So what are some of your personal pet peeves about this generation's dating era?
First of all, people hitting that pin on the book.
What?
She said dating era.
Oh, she said dating.
So you don't want your date to hit a pin with a book on a book?
Okay, so we're gonna let him go first. We're gonna let
Do
them
you
go
need me to
first.
repeat the question?
No, I got it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, not you.
No, we're gonna go. We always start with you
Y'all,
guys. We
yeah.
always start
See
with.
where it gets
Cause
stuck.
so if you go over here,
You're gonna
y'all
get
may
stuck.
not ever say anything because we talk like we don't shut up. We
You're gonna
don't.
get stuck right around.
Yeah, it gets stuck. No,
That's
Between y'all two.
it never gets stuck on me. Go ahead.
All right.
That's
So
fine.
let me repeat the question. What are some of your pet peeves about this generation's dating era?
When you say this generation, you talking about like
The millennials.
Like,
that's like
20.
including me and
let's say 25 and young. Let's say 20.
I'm a millennial.
Let's say 28.
Yeah, oh Jesus! I was starting to look at you. Shit, let me just turn around.
Lord help us.
Us.
I'm still in that era.
Oh, you are millennial. Huh?
Yeah, let's say like.
24.
My kids are
Okay,
millennials
let's
too.
say.
Millennial too.
Okay, can y'all stop?
Millennial, tennial, kennial.
Well, millennials definitely born 1981 and up.
Yeah, then I'm a millennial.
No, she's not no damn millennial. Thomas, wait a minute. Thomas, I understand where you're coming from, but she's not a millennial. My children are millennials. Her kid is a millennial. She's not a millennial. Do not buy into
Okay,
it.
so
let's talk about
We're
it.
gonna stick with that. Let's go. Go ahead, Thomas. What do you think?
What do I think about our dating preferences?
Pet peeves.
Pet peeves?
Like some things that don't sit right with you, or you don't like, or you're not too fond of.
I feel like my generation don't really like to. They're not taking marriages serious.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always like, marriage is just a piece of paper. I believe it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there's more to it. And I say that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
See, I like you again now.
See, now he too young for you.
Maybe I could be a.
You're not gonna be no
Look.
You know how they made think he bad home, you chase him in the
Thomas.
Oh my God. I can't.
Thomas,
It's
where
like,
are you from?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Oh, see, that even sounds sexy. Sarah Leone.
To West Africa.
Oh, shoot. Sarah Leone. Where your uncles? No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. No, if you listen to our podcast, you will always hear us acting a fool like this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's 13.
But look.
You scaring that poor man. You sound like...
Thomas. These are all jokes. Like, seriously. This is all. Look, this is all for the mic. But Thomas. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cassie.
I agree with Thomas. They don't take, or we don't, or most people don't take marriage seriously. I feel like a lot of us still want marriage, and a lot of us don't. And then also when you're on a date and they're doing this.
The phone.
Like, I will get up and leave, for real. I will leave. If you're sitting on your phone and I'm talking to you, looking at you, and my phone's put away, unless my daughter's calling me, I'm going to pick up.
Right.
But other than that, I'm not going to be on my phone while I'm on a date. That's disrespectful. And they're showing you right off the bat, they're not going to respect your time.
But then again, I say like the older people like to criticize the millennials too much.
That's true. That's true.
I feel like that too.
I think that we do. No, really.
Especially about this whole this whole handout thing. This is in millennials want handouts.
Or they feel entitled, and I don't believe that. I don't think that you guys feel entitled. I think you guys are the smarter generation, to tell the truth.
To me, it's not even that. I think I think kids are pretty much, they know what they know about how they were raised.
Yeah.
So like, if you're gonna criticize us so much, that's you guys' parents' fault.
Exactly.
You can't really blame us.
That's true.
That's how I see it.
No, that is true.
No pun intended, just saying.
No, it's true, because I was going to say, go back to like what Cassie was saying, like a lot of, like the millennials, like you say, they don't believe in marriage, they want sex on the first date, they want you to send nudes, but if you think about it, what'd you say?
I said I do.
You want nudes?
No.
You want sex?
On the first date.
Well, wait a minute, you just made me forget what I was going to say. You said you want sex on the first date? Oh, Jesus.
She wants nudes and sex.
But
if it goes right, like everything
so you
goes
got
right,
so
you don't
that's
have
the new thing.
Okay, like no, it's not.
Shit, I don't miss that. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So you're telling me when my kids go out, they're having sex on the first date?
No, I'm not telling you about your kids. I don't know what your kids do. Okay. Just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people say they wait 90 days, 60 days, whatever. Let's say you wait all that time and you finally have sex and it sucks.
Yeah.
You just wasted your damn time.
Yeah.
Like,
90 days? Okay. See, back in our days, it was like you got married to him and had sex, you wasted your time.
Hell yeah, you wasted your time.
Now you got to get an annulment.
Now you got to stand in line and get an annulment from these motherfuckers. I don't know.
Wow.
Then I was going to say, it goes back to like how your parents raised you. So if you were brought up maybe in a two-family home, you know, mother, father, maybe your values will be different or your morals will be different. And that's probably in your guys' case. But then Cassie just threw me left. She said sex on the first date. Love.
It doesn't have to be exactly the first day, okay? But you know
But
what I mean?
if,
like before 60 days, way before that.
Okay, gotcha. So y'all, you want to know what you're getting.
Yeah, because
exactly.
you be sitting there 60 days thinking it's going to be all good, and then when it comes, you mad. You don't wasted your time dreaming.
But you only wasted 60 days. What's 60 days?
But to her, that might be a lot.
And you're a mom, and you got this going on and that going on.
You want to know what that package like, huh? What that package is like. Well, we going to go ahead and scoot on over here to Trace Center. And you better not be talking about burning people up on the first
Why did you keep bringing that burn up stuff up?
Well,
no.
She forgot now.
No, I just don't think I should answer this question.
Okay, good. Then we're
You don't
going to
want
move
to
on.
answer?
Don't let her. Oh, yeah, she probably
Come on,
shouldn't answer
Tasty
this.
Tea.
Yeah. Come on, Tasty Tea.
It ain't no tasty tea. It's spicy. It's spicy. But I
am a little tasty.
So you be tasting it on the first date, too? No, y'all got me over here.
Ain't nobody said nothing like
She done made up a whole story.
I'm just messing with her. Y'all know.
Anything is possible.
Anything. Okay.
You just never know.
Okay.
I just
know,
don't think that sex is.
The millennial thing.
The whole millennial thing, I guess I'm a part of the millennial thing.
What year were you born?
That's none of your business.
Oh, you know, a millennial
I was
technically
born in
started in the 80s.
1985.
So she is a
You're
millennial.
So I am a millennial.
I really thought the millennials was the name.
It was 1980.
But I feel.
You barely made the cutoff.
But I really feel like I'm not a
You
millennial.
barely
I
made
have
the
an
cutoff.
old soul.
Okay,
That's right.
I have an old soul.
And you were raised.
But I have a
And you
young
drink
spirit
Hennessy,
at
so-
times. Right. I
Right.
drink Hennessy. I
So
drink,
that makes a whole lot of difference.
a whole lot of difference. But don't get me wrong. I've turned up. I've, experienced things.
So what about the millennials? Let's get back to the question.
Yeah, just,
what is your
my
pet
pet
peeve?
peeve. I don't want to say because I don't feel like the millennial guys. I don't feel like they are like manly.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness, yes.
Oh, that's a
If
good
I was
one.
gonna say something
I
about the
don't
millennials,
feel-
you're
right.
right.
I don't feel
If I
that
was
they're
going to say
manly.
something about
Like, I want-
millennial
yeah,
relationships,
they're
I
not
think
t-
that
I want a man.
I call it the single mom syndrome. So a lot of men nowadays in the millennial era were raised by their mothers and not by their fathers, and so they had the single mom syndrome, is what I like to call it. Mm-hmm. And so they don't know how to respect a woman or treat a woman or be a man in the ways that they're supposed to, and so they're little babies or.
See, I see it the opposite. We're going to get right back to her, but I see it the opposite. I see that they try to emulate their moms too much.
Right.
Emulate.
Yeah, they're very sensitive, and that they
Their
don't
dressing.
know the qualities that a man should have or how they should carry a family. And I think I just call it the single mom syndrome. I think the millennial era has quarantined the single mom syndrome when it comes to relationships. And so a lot of men are allowing women, which we can be our all-powering selves and independent selves, but I think there's an equality to that. And a lot of men in millennial era are not living to their fullest potential.
Okay, so can I go to mine?
You can go, yeah.
Oh, no, you can't go.
Oh, okay, finally. So,
Lord.
I'm just joking. So mine, more or less, is like when they're dating, they text a lot more. They're just texting and texting. I think it should be more like either going hanging out or talking more. That texting thing runs me nuts because to me, I can't get my point across with a text.
Well, I'm going to need you to call me next time.
Yeah, that's why I pick up the phone and call you because I like to hear a voice. I like to hear the voice so you can kind of, not just the words, you hear what they're saying and can understand.
No, I get that too.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side of that, the girls they're okay with that.
I know, but
so you're saying
no matter
what?
Either way, I think you need to talk.
Yeah.
To me personally.
What about you,
There's
Nikki?
a lot of miscommunication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess mine would be that some people feel that everything has to be like posted on social media about like what you do and how you're like just social media, I guess you can say. Like, whether it be like you guys get into an argument and then somebody goes to social media.
Like Dear Journal, Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, people do take Facebook as like their diary.
Yeah.
So that would probably be my main.
Too much out on social media, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that happened when social media came to, right? Because people thought that social media was a way to connect with other people, to let them know that they were in pain, and so they didn't know how to pull out of it, and so it was a bonding thing at first until it got out of hand, where people were just pouring their lives out on social media, not really taking action on those actual feelings that were happening.
Okay. I enjoyed that round of hot topics.
Did you learn something, youngin?
Yes. I am the youngest, so.
She has to remind us that every episode.
I would not say millennials are sensitive.
See, again, that goes back to like how you were raised, like who raised you. No, I don't think they're sensitive.
Not all of them, but some of them are.
In certain cases,
I don't think most of them are. I think the sensitivity has turned into a different direction, though, because they're still sensitive, but they've suppressed it and used it in other tones. They use it in anger, or they use it in motivation, or they use it in betrayal sometimes. They use it on depression.
Emotion.
I think that comes with every generation.
Emotional intelligence, I think, is lacked in our millennial.
I think that comes with every generation. It's just that I think back in the day, men were just taught to just keep it into themselves.
And now they're, yes,
But
exactly.
like now,
That's true. That's a good point.
Now people are advocating, it's okay for men to cry.
It is.
It's okay for you to do this and so and so. So like those millennials are taking and running with it.
Right, but no one's teaching the
what I mean?
balance of it, right? So that's the problem with it, where everybody thinks that it's not an equal thing. So everybody's like, men go from being so strong, and then they are completely weak, and nobody's teaching that balance of it.
All right. Okay.
I believe in that. I don't think men should cry.
You do?
You don't think men should cry?
We gonna
wait, we may have to.
We gonna let him sit with it, and y'all can talk about it off of the mic.
Watch out, she being the hostess with the most.
My middle name Bougie, so you know it's rap. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Got 2 necklaces from Tiffany's. My ice 10 times, you know it's right. You better back up before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name Bougie, so you know it's rap. Yeah, double C's on my eyes, so I'm seeing clear. Just left the dealership, I'm a swerve and stare. On the loop 202, and I'm heading near you. What? Okay, I might just pull up in the Accord, but don't worry, got the X3 keys in the door. What more can y'all even ask for? Fan first, pod son, sitting pretty, we on, yeah, we about to be litty on the moon, and we got new work coming real soon. And as for you, you should have been on, cause we about to take over the whole damn zone. We doing this as a team, so we all about to be flashy, what bling bling. Right, get it, but back to me, 800 on some bundles, that's nothing. A stack on some shoes, that's nothing. I know it's something to you, so why are y'all frontin'? Got 3 jobs, so you know your girl be hustling.
Alright, so we're gonna switch gears all the way. This half is all about Truthin-X models. Are you guys glad to be here tonight to
we are.
give some insight on what you guys do in your business? Because I'm interested. I would really like to know.
I'm prime and ready for modeling. I'm just joking.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Ask
So
Thomas all the questions.
Okay.
Well, no.
I'm just
Okay. We're going to do it the same way we always do it. So it's going to be both of you guys.
All right. So you guys already introduced yourselves. So I'm just going to ask you like a basic question for both of you guys. I guess you guys can see fit whoever would answer the question best. You could work that out between you two. But I'm going to ask like a general question. Just like how did you guys get started with Truthin-X models? And then we'll go from there and everybody else around the table will ask questions that they have about the business. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
All right.
Well, I came up with the idea, like, cause like I used to like wanted to be a rapper. You know?
Why did I forget about that for a minute? I remember.
Can you spit us a couple bars?
Nah. I was like wanted to do that, and then I wanted to shoot some music video, and it was just quite difficult for me to try to get like a model. You know, you try to get like a homegirl, but you know, as reliable. You know, so yeah, I'll be there. They'll come from one day, the next day, you know, that's reliable. So that sparked mainly my interest into wanting to start something like that.
Okay.
You know?
So how did you come up with the name?
Honestly, it was just a made-up name. At first, it was like called Truth, just Truth. But Truth was already taken, and I was trying to get the license for it, and by a tobacco company. So I lost money on that. So
when they did that one campaign,
I was trying to like register it, sign it. I paid the money, and then they said, "Now we can't use the word Truth because it's already taken." So that's when I was just like, but I really like the name Truth. And I was talking to my friend of mine named Derez, and me and him, I was just like, bro, we gotta come up with the name, and I want the name Truth in there still. And then we were just coming up with like different things. It's like, take it to the extreme, man. You gotta go in extreme.
And that's where X came from?
Yeah, that's when the X just came in. We just added the IN.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a meaning.
And then where did the X come from?
Extreme.
Yeah, extreme. So Truth in Extreme. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Truth in X, correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's how it came about it. Cassie came later on, so she didn't really have an answer to
that one. Okay.
How did you guys meet?
Well, she.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys have been knowing each other for a while.
Correct. Yeah. She was.
You can tell.
Come on. It's called Keeping
She has
It
a
Real.
kid by my homeboy. So
Okay.
my brother,
Yeah, so
J-Rob the Chief. I don't know if you guys heard of him. So yeah.
they used to do music together. And then
Oh, okay.
we all met.
Yeah.
So that was your rapper days then.
Yeah.
What was your rapper name?
What was the first one? Because you changed
You
it
don't
a
want to
couple
say it.
times.
Go ahead.
We're waiting.
You gotta tell them.
Burko Bako.
Okay, what's the meaning behind Burko Bako? What's the meaning behind that?
No meaning behind it. At first it was TC, but then there was so many damn CCs and somebody tried to search it up. So it was hard for people to find me. And I switched it up to like Young Africa.
I'm weak.
But then when people try to search me up, a bunch of African children pop up.
Wow, amazing.
So that's when I concluded to Burko Bako, and I was the only one that was showing up. So it was unique.
Did you wear Birkenstocks and stuff?
No.
Okay. Just checking where that part that came from.
Yeah.
So I was going across your page for Truthin-X models, and how does like the whole finding a model process work with your company at least?
How do we find models?
Yes. And like, don't you guys do more than just like models? And you guys like have affiliations with like graphic designers and
Correct. We work
of
with
other sorts.
Yeah, we work with videographers, photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, and regarding how we get models, about 10% I say is about advertisement, about 20% I say word of mouth. The rest, I don't really like to really give out my
Your secret?
Yeah, on how we get models, but you know, because all the time people always go like, you guys never done a casting call, you guys have never done it, but how do you guys get models and so, but you know, I just can't say.
Yeah, it's top secret.
Yeah,
So do you find models for your own projects, or do you find models for other people's like events and projects, and you're just kind of like the middleman in a sense? Is that what it is?
No, the models are our models.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They're with us.
Okay.
Assigned to us.
So they're on contract with you guys?
Yeah,
okay.
we don't like, some people don't hit us up and we be like, hey, if there's any models, hit it now.
So you have your, okay.
Yeah, we don't go outside unless we feel necessary. Like just recently, like a client needed a specific type of model and we just didn't have it. So I hate going outside of Truthin-X because I would like to give all the opportunities to our models. And so I was pretty much forced
to go outside.
And try to get somebody else because they needed like a dancer. Yeah, and we don't have models. Like, I mean, they dance, but they dance something else.
Yeah, specific.
Yeah, they wanted to like break dancing, hip hop type of dance.
Oh, okay. They wanted a different type of dance.
Yeah, and
what type you was thinking?
I want to know.
There's somebody dancing.
What type you talking about?
So I have a question. So other than models, so do you have like dancers that are on your team, or do you only in your in-house only have models? Just models.
Yeah, we just have models, but now we're starting to get dancers.
That's which is smart because then
just because of what just happened.
Yeah, and then a lot of our models do dancing, but the specific dance that they wanted, we didn't have. So a lot of our models do hip hop, do the slow dance, do the jazz. So, but
okay.
I mean, it's not that we couldn't get it at the time. It was more of like every business, you know your clientele. You know what your client needs at the time. Like having dancers, like you never really.
So we got a few ladies in here, y'all. Y'all want to do some, you know.
Some casting call. What is your casting call like? What is that procedure like?
Well, we never had.
We never done a casting call.
I will clap my
You
hands for
stepped
y'all.
away when they just
Oh, I
said
did
that.
step away. Okay.
And we get that. We get asked about that a lot, like when or how or where do we do casting calls? But we've never done one.
So how do you guys come about your models? It just happens. I mean,
like I said,
He don't want to let the secret out.
oh, that's when I walk back and you send those. Okay, gotcha.
So T to the E, you can audition right now.
You trying to
Drop it like it's hot.
I'm about to.
No. What is the oldest model you have?
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
I
would like to know, to be
I
honest
wouldn't
with
know off the top of my head, but I want to say we did have somebody.
People are modeling at all ages.
I know, but that's what I
Yeah.
would like to know. Who's the oldest model they have?
Early 30s, like
we have a lot of
32.
models. Me, honestly, I don't even know all the models. I don't know all their ages. Like, sometimes some models I don't never even see. I just find out about them through the Instagram when my team posted. I'm like, that's she's part of Truthin-X, you know. But, yeah.
So, Cassie, what exactly is it that you do?
What do I do? Well, whenever I'm out and I do see beautiful women, I hand out my business card right away.
Oh, so that's why I got 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry.
Cassie done seen us 1,000 times, and I ain't.
You ain't got a card, Teacher, they ain't got a card.
But wait, I must say, Cassie did call somebody on our team for a video.
Okay, go ahead, Cassie. I'm sorry.
A big name video too.
Yes. I do interviews for the models, so if they send out an email with all their information and they want to become a model, I go through the email, I go through the questionnaire, and then I set up an interview if I think they have the potential or whatever. I also go to the shoots, video shoots, commercial shoots, whatever it is. I try to be there as much as I can. He tries to be there as much as he can. His partner does too. And really just be there for the models. Because, I mean, I model on my own. And I know that sometimes it's nerve-wracking and you don't really know what's going on. They're not giving you all the information that you want. And when I'm there for the Truthin-X models, I can do that for them. And I can make sure that they're not feeling all that
what you had to go through.
Yeah, because it's hard. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you know you look the way you're supposed to look, but you still don't have all this information. So you're kind of just, I guess, in your feelings a little bit. And you're like, shoot, am I going to do this the correct way, the way the client wants it, you know? So I like being there for the girls. So as much as I can be there for the girls, and I tell them all the time, I text them.
So do you find yourself like as a mentor for them?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
So I try to be there as much as I can for them. Even outside of work, even if we're not doing a shoot or nothing, I always tell them, you know, if you ever need anything, let's say one of our models is out for the night and needs help, text me, call me, like, I'm there.
That's
so
good.
I try to be there as much as I can.
Yeah, we try to make sure we always get back to the models. And, like, we don't want any models to ever feel like, hey, they're left out.
Like lost in the shuffle.
Yes, if they have any questions, we try to encourage them. Hey, don't hesitate to contact me or Cassie or my partner. You know, some models like to keep stuff to themselves and not want to. They feel like they might be too, like, it might be too hard or something. But we don't take it like that.
Okay, do you guys do men and women or just majority women?
We started out doing men and women, but then we stopped on the men because there weren't much work for them.
Okay.
And because every time a client wants a model, they never tend to want to book the male. So rather than having male models, just having them sit around, we just decided to not to do it. Yeah, just not get male models anymore. But we just started getting male models again, because we're branching out into more into fashion and fashion, and need some male models, and
That's good.
Yeah.
So, oh no, go ahead. I already asked the question. So
how long has your business been around, and what outside of Arizona have you done?
That was what I was going to ask too.
3 years now. Next year we'll make it like 4 years. We've been in Arizona predominantly, but we just branched out to New York. It took a while to get to New York because New York, the laws with agencies is very strict. So took about 6-8 months process to get to New York, and so New York. It's a way bigger market.
So when they sign a contract with you, if they live in New York and you're here in Arizona, like how does that come? Do you guys have to get a lawyer?
I got a team out there.
A team there. So they would sign the contract based on New York, like statutes and all that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your vision as far as 5 years from now, 3 years from now, as far as the company goes, is in expanding, or you said now you're allowing men models. Are you allowing children models? Or are you just focusing on certain eras? Or what is the big purpose, or like the end in mind? What's the goal?
Well, I eventually want to take it globally, and I thought about doing children, but not Just not yet, but globally, and eventually we're going to try to get into more into a pageant. That's what I want to take.
Are you thinking only just like expanding models out to other companies, or you can think about expanding your own magazine, your own company that does clothing or does a design or does certain things just within the brand itself?
That's a good question, because you can like she said, there's so many different avenues you can go with that.
Well, I don't want to get into we get into fashion. We provide models currently for designers.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not thinking like branding yourself, your company itself too?
No, we just want to provide models.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mainly our main goal.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, like I said, get into pageant, competitions and things of that nature. That's actually our next thing.
Expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else got a question? Because I got another one. So I was looking on your website. Can you talk a little bit about your app that you guys actually launched the app, or is this something that's in the works? Or
we have not launched the app yet. Especially Apple has so much restrictions,
mm-hmm.
and there's so many things that making an app is quite expensive.
Mm-hmm. I could imagine,
especially the type of app that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with many complications. It's really complicated. It's not like a generic app where people can just make an app that's about podcasts or radio. Those are really easy to make.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I want, like push notifications, and people can just sign up to the app, upload pictures.
It's a lot more entailed.
So all of that costs a lot of money, so.
Because you would do it from the user perspective, and then also from the person that's actually just
wants to
the exactly.
Yeah, so it's quite difficult, and plus we want to do locations, and so if a model goes to a booking, the location is on. We want to make sure we know where they're at.
Oh, that's intricate.
Rather than
it's
us.
Important.
Yeah. So rather than us always having to go check up on the models, because sometimes that's the main reason why Cassie goes out and check up on the models, or me or my partner, we go out and check out on the models and make sure
they're fine.
They're fine. And,
Have you ever thought about getting somebody like a tech aboard, like somebody that maybe can help you?
Oh, we have a tech guy.
Okay, you do have a tech guy. Okay.
Yeah, and he doesn't really specialize in apps.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So he's more like websites and things.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's think outside of the box when it comes to the model realm of the world of being models, right? Mm-hmm. So models have a lot of emotional stress. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And
that's what Cassie do.
And they have a lot of addiction-related issues, and they have a lot of connections that they need more security for. So have you guys thought beyond that, the emotional trends that come with, because in the industry, you look at Hollywood and you look at all the things that are happening as far as young models go. So what have you guys done to be more innovative when it comes to the emotional trauma that comes with being a model?
Or addiction or
Are you
stuff
referring
like
to
that?
models who are very
so for most
evident
models,
about their weight and things
well,
of that nature?
for anybody who's in modeling or any type of business where the camera is on you all day, you're going to be critical of yourself, and so you need support, and you need support in a different area, because a lot of people, it doesn't matter who you are, you can be Oprah, you need someone in your face. Oprah has 5 life coaches, and so you need someone in your face to continuously, push you abroad. And so have you guys thought about that innovative approach to supporting your models and keeping them so that they are able to stay with your company and not someone else who's going to
provide that
provide that for them?
I mean, we talk to the models, and as far as like the part when you referring to because one thing I noticed, models, they are very critical of themselves, and
because perfection is key, right? So perfection is worth $1 million sometimes. It could be worth anything in their whole career and their whole lives and their whole survivalhood. So it means everything to them. So of course they're going to be critical, and they need a team behind them to support them in that.
Yeah. So we can take a very nice picture of them, because we don't charge them for pictures or anything like that. That comes out of our pocket. We pay for that, right? And and the picture can be really awesome,
and they don't like it.
And they don't like it
because they start picking at everything.
Yeah, and But what we tell them is more in terms like your pictures, like because when we take those pictures, like I said, I know my clientele very well. You know what I mean? Prime example, there was a model, like we took this one picture of her, like the picture was great, you know, and but she didn't like it, right? But those pictures, clients like it. You know what I mean? If the clients like it, like that's what's gonna get you booked. That's what's gonna get you work.
It's not what you think about the picture.
Yeah, I mean, you might be very critical of your own picture, but that does not mean like those pictures are bad.
Right. So how how can you be more supportive of her, allowing
that's
her
what
to see
they
that
were saying that
yeah.
Cassie is there for.
Yeah. So allowing,
So
giving them that
I have thought
confidence
about
that they
that
can
a
see
lot.
that.
I mean, like I said, I'm a model myself, and when people take pictures of me, I'm like, don't pick my pictures. Send them to me unedited. I'll choose the ones I like, and you can edit those.
Yeah.
But with the models, I do tell them, like, when I'm at the photo shoot, I tell them, this angle looks great, and this angle doesn't. So I'm, like, very real with them. Like, know yourself, know your angles, know the color that looks good on you, know this and that. And to answer your question, what have we thought about to, like, make them feel better or support them in the emotional stuff? I have thought about starting a, like, workout class with them. Not only to keep up in shape, but I feel like working out mentally keeps you up. It does for me. Like, I swim a lot because it does that for me as well. I think it would work a lot for other women too. Like I said, it keeps you in shape. It keeps you toned. Even if you work out like once or twice a week, it keeps you toned. And
So you're basically doing. She sounds like you're basically doing what her question is. It's just as you guys grow, then you may have to think of maybe you need two Cassies or two or three Cassies. But
so like
she's expanding, like from my experience, I've seen like
emotional support. We'll probably have to like
get life coaches.
Yeah, life coaches.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't at that
because
moment.
Sometimes you could have an amazing, beautiful model who takes a picture and she hates everyone that she sees because she wants to throw up, right? And so what do you do to support that? Because she's amazing and the clients love her and you're making money off her and she's making a lot of money, but she hates herself. So how do you support that?
That's what he's saying.
In this industry, right? Because that's how far it will go.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I haven't like encountered a model yet that just feel that strongly about themselves. And I'm sure eventually we'll encounter that.
Yeah.
But right now we haven't encountered that yet. Because like before models become part of the team, what we really look for is not so much about looks, you know.
Confidence and attitude and
so like we've had models get mad at us because they'll be like I'm prettier than this model. Why you?
So you got to deal with all that personality and
why
stuff.
you reject me and get her? You know, but
you definitely need a woman to help you with that.
Just because you're pretty does not mean you're gonna make it into Truthin-X.
Would you say that's one of the more complicated things to deal with in this business? Like maybe
the women personality, the cattiness.
I don't really.
Not for you.
He's like, not me.
I don't really deal with the models much. That's really on her and this other coordinator named Kenyatta. I deal with more like clientele trying to get work.
Okay.
You know, that's what I deal with.
Because women definitely get catty. So I know you have to deal with a lot.
The only time I come in, if anything, if it's
a cat fight.
We haven't had that, so
that's good.
Shout out to the girls; they're so good. But really, our girls, the Truthin-X models, they're very good. Like they take direction very good. They take criticism very good. So when I work with them and I tell them you did this wrong or you did this well, anything like that, they take it very well. But I think it's also the way you come off or I come off of them because I'm not being mean or being a B word, you know. I'm like telling them, like I'll use a sweet word with them and I'll tell them, do this better or you did this great. So I try to compliment them but also bring in what they did wrong. But yeah, for the most part, they're great. They never like give me attitude or like cry about being tired or even when we shoot out in the sun. And anyways, when it's summertime, I make their shoots like 6 a.m, you know, and they're on time and they're ready to work. And you know,
sorry to cut you off. We've had models that give us attitudes, but
how do you deal with that, like personally?
I prefer the model to give us an attitude than to give the client an attitude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know,
because then that messes up the money.
Yeah, if you have an attitude, hey, take it out on me or her. Don't take it out on the client. You know?
Yeah,
that's gonna make you look bad.
And then it'll make you guys look bad too at some point.
So, I mean, they're human beings. They're gonna have attitudes. So we understand that part, and at the end of the day, we just try to calm them down, make them have an understanding.
Gotcha.
You know, like for example, we had a model who just literally got frustrated because like the client. I mean, in parts of it was like more like the client's fault.
I was gonna say sometimes the client could be wrong.
Yeah, the client was more. He gave us one location where the shoot was going to be at, and we need the locations, you know, just because if anything was to happen to the model, we know where they're at. And then last minute he changed it up, and then the model told me, the model was like, hey, they switching it to a hotel, and I'm like, wait, do not show up. I'm gonna contact them and see what's going on, you know. And then I went over there. I told him, I was just like, you not only switched it up, the location, but like this location actually further. You know what I mean? So, and plus, your booking was only supposed to be for 4 hours. This might cause it to be like 2 more hours extended. You know, so
you have to change the charge at that point, or no?
Yeah, the fees had to go up because the model had to drive further.
Yeah,
you know. So pretty much that, and then I was there. Were you there? Well, I can't really say the model's name, but yeah. But it should end up happening, and we just wanted to make sure before she arrives, we went and checked everything.
Make sure it was
cool.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Do you ladies have any more?
I kind of had a question for Thomas because I don't know unless you said this when I got up. So you said you're not from Arizona. Like what year did you come here, and like what brought you to Arizona, or did you talk about that already?
No, I didn't. I came here in 2000.
2000? Okay. Oh, yeah, you said 18 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Africa, so we came here for education and work.
For work, okay.
Yeah. Got my education here, and I haven't finished all my college yet. I'm planning on going for my bachelor's at least, but I think I'm getting too comfortable.
That's what happens, yeah. So you have family? Is your family here, or did you come here alone? Or
yeah, I got family here. I got
okay.
My mom's and pops, but he passed away already.
Okay, sorry about that.
Brothers, uncles, they're all here. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Just thought we skipped over that. And we know a lot about Cassie, though. Yeah. So you've been here all your life, huh?
All my life, my entire life. So my family's from Mexico, Jalisco. Shout out to all my Mexicans. Oh yeah, I'm from here, born and raised here. Maybe that's why I love the sun so much. So.
Okay. That was my only question.
Well, thank you both for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
About Truthin-X models.
No worries.
Because I haven't, that's the insider on, the whole modeling industry. I've never, you know what I'm saying, got any information about that realm of the world.
Realm?
Yeah.
What?
So when the clients also can come to you guys. Do they come to you guys first, or do they go to the website? Can you kind of talk about, what that, that process of how a client can connect with you to get talent?
Client comes to us. Sometimes we try to, clients like Tresemme.
I've seen that
clients
commercial.
Like Howie, of course, we had to reach out. You know, they don't know a small company like us. So
you got a street team or a team that does that, or do you guys do that yourself?
We have a PR for that.
Okay.
That if you ever going to do a business, invest into PR, so it's worth it.
Definitely.
And,
I know.
And
I got one.
At the end of the day, it's really hard.
We got one too.
At the end of the day, it's really hard trying to get gigs like that, simply because like how they see it, like what can you offer that other agencies that they've been working with.
So your PR like is ready for those types of questions.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, thing about companies, one thing that every business, no matter how big they are, they like to save money, no matter what it is, right? So like, if you can outbeat your competition, you know, then.
So your PR is also a salesperson at the same time? Yeah. Okay, get the lowest, the lowest price. That's awesome.
Any other?
I think that was all I had. I asked a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, guys.
How we reach out to you?
Yeah, that's
Shout out your personal and your uncles.
Yeah, so any shout outs you want.
What's your uncle's Instagram? What's your uncle's Instagram?
Do it again.
Look, what's your uncle's
Tracy,
Instagram?
let me see the cougar. Let me see it.
What did I do? I forgot.
Tracy.
What did I say?
Don't say me.
What's your? That sounds so bad.
No, go ahead.
Shout out your uncle Instagram. Hold on. Let me turn my phone on. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
I just want to say shout out to Jason. That's my tech guy who's been with us from the start. Shout out to Holly, our main photographer who's been shooting for us from the start. And
Holly Fane?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my photographer.
Yeah.
I love Holly.
I'm going to see her on
She's
Monday.
great.
She's doing my website.
yeah, so Sissy's doing your website?
Yeah. My pictures for my website.
Oh, the pictures for the website.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're like, wait a minute. Holly Fane is an amazing photographer. She is an amazing. So shout out to Holly Fane. Yes. She's an amazing photographer.
Yes.
And shout out to Kenyatta, the New York coordinator, and shout out to Joe, who's our New York photographer. Shout out to Ali, my partner, and of course she's right here with me. Shout out to Cassandra.
Cassie.
And shout out to everybody, and shout out to all the models and everybody who's been supporting us from the get-go. And it's been a tough road, a lot of losses, but you know, end up coming back on top at the end of the day.
Watch out now. Speaking into existence.
Any shout outs for you, Cassie?
For me, definitely all the models. They do a great job every time they're on camera. Shout out to Thomas for trusting me to take this position. I mean, at first I didn't even think I could do it myself, but having a friend that tells you you can do it, and they trust you enough with their company, definitely gives you motivation. Shout out to the coordinator out in New York. She is definitely doing her job out there. Seriously, she's doing great. So shout out to her. And honestly, shout out to my family, to my sisters. If I didn't have my sisters to babysit when I'm doing stuff,
that's a huge shout out.
Okay.
I don't know, she'd be right here with me if I didn't have my sisters, you know what I mean? So definitely shout out to my family for always supporting what I do.
And how can we find you guys on social media? Website, all that.
I mean, I don't have an Instagram. I only got a Facebook.
Darn, do your uncle got one?
But you can follow Truthin-X. That's TRUTHINX.models. And that's the same for Facebook, and that's the same for Twitter. And pretty much all the social media is the same. And you don't need to follow me.
I told you guys he does not like attention.
He does not want any attention. Well, give him one more
That's
drink.
kind of like this podcast. It's not a camera.
Yeah.
We got a secret camera. Ooh,
Do you love me? Are you riding?
I don't like.
Where did that song come from?
If anything, let the attention go to the models. That's
Exactly. No, I get you.
not about me. You know.
That's
And
right.
what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is CassMisses, spelled CassMisses. Same for Twitter, same for Snapchat. Facebook is Cassandra Morfin, of course, and definitely follow the Truthin-X page. Yeah, and let people know about us and let us know
we
when
definitely
you need
will.
work.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming
Thank
out.
you so much.
Thank you for
Now,
having us.
now we got to sign out. We got
I'm
to do.
surprised there's very short questions.
Oh, you want us to get? Oh, you know we can get
going.
into it. Get into
Nail
it.
shots after hours.
Wait, Wait, no.
Did he just pull the Sitting Pretty card?
So we're gonna go sign out with him. Are you gonna sign out with him?
Yeah, we can start with you and Cassie.
Just sign out.
Just sign
Say your
out,
name.
like, Thomas.
This is Thomas.
Yeah, this is Thomas, and
Sarah Dion.
pretty much signing out. And thank you guys for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys.
Sitting Pretty podcast.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
And yeah, thank
Really
you all.
real.
This is Cassie. Thank you, ladies, for having us. I love being here with you guys.
Thank
it always
you.
feels like home to be
It
here.
is home.
Right?
Thank you.
Yes.
We always have house parties over here.
Okay, we have
Same.
we have
keep
podcast
real.
parties. It's T to the E.
Podcast.
I'm out.
Tristan, I'm out.
Spicy tea, I'm out.
It's Kimmy. We out.
It's your girl Navarre Nikkei, and we will talk to y'all later.
Sugar daddy just to buy an entree. But please don't get it twisted. Come try me and you might get your wig lifted. My daddy taught me well, so I don't with the snitches. Nah. Just know I'm bougie, and you gotta what? Deal with it. Bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang, bougie gang. Got 2 necklaces from Truthin-X. My ice 10 times, your nose ring. You better back up before you get got. I'ma knock you with my rose gold wristwatch. Y'all think this is a game, but I'm spitting facts. My middle name bougie, so you know it's raps. Wrap it up then.